Hey guys, and welcome to episode 9 of Building Wordify, but it's not Building Wordify anymore. As you can tell by the title, it's now Content and Caffeine, and I explain the shift and the rebrand of this vlog in this video right here, so click on that to check that out. But essentially, to give you a quick summary, we want to expand the scope of this vlog. We already talk about content marketing and content strategy in general. The caffeine side of things, if you've been a viewer of the previous vlogs, you'll see I'm a big coffee fan, a big tea fan, always in coffee shops. So I'm going to bring that to these episodes a bit more. So enjoy. You know, I don't drive my car very often, but when I do, I manage to park it in the wrong place. Guys, so at Liverpool Street, meeting Deepak Shukla, the founder of Pearl Lemon, an SEO agency. Met him on LinkedIn, great guy, first time meeting him, should be fun. Hey guys, I'm here with Deepak Shukla, the founder of Pearl Lemon. We met on LinkedIn and we thought we'd come face to face and meet up in London, Liverpool Street. We had a good little afternoon, doing some work together, exchanging some tips and advice. We tried to make it trendy with a nice little trendy coffee shop, but the Wi-Fi was terrible.
Oh so, God, yeah.
We've just come to Costa, good old reliable Costa, and got a couple of hours working. I think we got some good work in, didn't we?
Oh, absolutely, mate. I learned two things from Kaya today. Number one, he uses Trello way better than I do, so I need to re-examine that. Number two, we're recording this from, is it Google Pixel phone?
Google Pixel, yeah.
Yeah, so it sucks.
It does. Stick to iOS, guys.
He's got USB-C charger, right?
Yeah, it's terrible. Deepak actually needed a charger. You know, he needed me to be the hero. I couldn't be the hero because my phone charger is some wacky USB-C thing that nobody uses.
I was about to sing Enrique Iglesias, you can be.
I know.
It did not work. My phone's dead. So more expensive because these are like £700 phones, right? Yeah. It's not always better. You're going back to the
Deepak's Huawei or Huawei, however you say it.
Yeah.
He made a better choice.
It's all made in the same factory, baby.
And I learned a few things off Deepak as well. He gave me some great advice on scaling my agency, on how to manage my virtual assistants and things like that. So big thanks to Deepak, and hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Oh, we will.
So guys, see ya. It's a bit chilly. Hey guys, episode 9, and today I'm talking about how to come up with better ideas for your content on a more regular basis, okay? Because if you're taking your content marketing seriously, you're going to want to produce blog posts and white papers and ebooks on a fairly regular basis, especially the blog posts, and maybe, you know, videos and podcasts too. The problem that most brands have is they run out of things to say, they run out of ideas. So they revert back to just, you know, blogging once a month about their news, for example. The problem is they're not actually being engaged, they're not actually engaging in the conversations that are happening, okay? They may even know about some of the discussions and the buzzwords and the popular debates that are going on in their industry, but because they're not actively engaging with them online, they fail to see the connection between those debates and the content you can produce based on them. So let me give you an example. What a brand should be doing, in fact, let's go back even further. Content strategy, okay, which I spoke about in episode 4, and I'll link to it here, and I'll go into detail about why you should document your content strategy, and this is a prime example of why you should have a content strategy. When you're struggling to think of content, go back to your content strategy and have a look at your personas, your target market, okay? So let's say one of your personas is a CTO, a Chief Technology Officer, okay? And you know, as somebody in the software development industry, the CTOs are currently thinking quite hard about microservices, okay? The next project, should they start with microservices, or should they start with a monolith and break it down into microservices later? Or should they just be a monolith forever? These are debates and these are questions being asked in a lot of places online, and a few places you can go to check who's asking these questions and how often, what kind of answers that people are giving, is to check out places like Reddit, Okay, there's tons of subreddits totally about software development. Okay, go in there, engage, see what people are talking about microservices. And again, microservices is just one topic that you can focus on. But this is how to get content out of that sort of buzzing debate, right? Go on there, type in microservices into Reddit. You'll find tons and tons of threads and subreddits discussing this. Okay, with senior developers talking in there, CTOs, and people just who produce software for a hobby, but still they're part of the conversation. So you should read and take part in that, and naturally you'll start to think, you'll start to see questions being asked that you can directly turn into a blog post or directly turn into a podcast episode. Okay, just by answering that question, just to answer that question. Somewhere else, Quora, okay, a place that's built around question asking, okay, or asking questions. Go on there, again, type in microservices. You'll see a ton of CTOs and senior developers and hobbyist developers asking questions about what microservices are, what are the pros and cons. Should I start with microservices? Should I start with a monolith? What do I need a big team for microservices? These are all questions you can just directly take and turn into a blog post. So simple, okay? Where else? Twitter. And again, I spoke about Twitter in episode 4 again. I'll link to it again somewhere here or down below. And again, Twitter is all about engagement. I spoke about that in depth in that episode. You have to go into the hashtags in Twitter, not just add them onto your tweets as decoration. Go into those hashtags, hashtag microservices, okay? Check it out. What are people saying? What questions are they asking? What problems are they having and challenges? These are direct, you can directly take those and turn them into content. It's that simple. What you've got to think about is, again, go back to your personas. What are the big topics and big debates going on for your personas? If it's a marketer, what kind of big marketing topics are being spoken about right now? Alexa skills, that kind of thing. That's big. Create content around that. Check out Reddit for people developing for Alexa skills and how they're marketing on Alexa skills. Same on Quora, same on Twitter, maybe even LinkedIn too. Again, it's just about going back to your content strategy, seeing who your target market is, making that connection in your head that persona is currently engaged in this debate because that's what I'm reading all online, and that's what you know from your industry. And then it's just a matter of going to these popular discussion spots, which again, Reddit, Quora, Twitter, typing in those keywords and just seeing what people are saying. And then from there, the content ideas will just roll. And before you know it, you'll have 6 months worth of blog post ideas. Okay, it's that simple, guys. Just make that connection between all of the big discussions that are going on for that particular persona that you have, and then do the searches and you'll find plenty of content ideas. Hopefully that helped you guys out. If it did, let me know in the comments below. Shoot me a message on Twitter or Instagram. Those are all below as well in the description. And my head is here or here, whichever one it is. Hover over it and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for episode 10.